tomorrow. President Obama now coming under fire from Republicans and a few Democrats who are wondering why he can't run the government, as well as he ran two of his national campaigns.
Jonathan Coleggio is a Republican strategist and director of communications for American Crossroads. Richard Fowler is a Democratic strategist and a radio talk show host. Here with the first question is my colleague Bill Hemmer, who wrote that into the prompter for me.
Thank you, Allison. Jonathan, what's up with this?
Well, look, I would just invite every Fox News viewer to go and do an internet search for the terms Obama didn't know about. And if you do that, you'll find literally dozens of headlines over the last couple of weeks about how Obama didn't know about the healthcare website crashing, about how he didn't know about the IRS targeting conservative groups, the NSA and the spying scandal, or the Benghazi, anything like that. And what we're in this situation is the president either didn't know about these things or his staff is covering up for him. Either way, it's a bad case, and it's creating a very big crisis of credibility for this White House.
Richard, even the LA Times has an article today in which they describe the president as asleep at the wheel. He's long been described as disengaged. It's not his style to sort of roll up his sleeves and get into the mud and muck. But is he too disengaged during these latest crises?
Well, not at all. I think what we've seen from this president, I think if you talk to anybody inside the West Wing, they'll tell you this president has angry words with a lot of folks in the West Wing about what is going wrong with a lot of these programs. I think what the American people need to see from this president is that same fire and indignation about what's going wrong and how he's going to do everything in his power to fix it. And I think the other thing the president's got to do, especially moving into the second year of his term, his second term that is he needs to really push forward his agenda. He needs to talk about immigration reform. He needs to talk about the Employee Non-Discrimination Act. He needs to talk about growing the economy.
People want to hear right now, I mean, about immigration when they don't know if their health care is going to be canceled?
Well, I think what they want to see from this president is they want to see leadership, and the president is leading. He just needs to be out there more talking to the American people.
He's not showing it.
Jonathan?
Well, look, I mean, we know that the president can manage stuff. We saw an incredible campaign, a $1 billion campaign where the best and the brightest did some incredible things. The unfortunate thing is all of those people have left to go to the private sector where productivity and preciseness is valued, and they've kind of left it. They've left the government here, and they're unable to manage anything. Again, this is a real crisis of leadership. He's not showing any leadership. No heads have rolled. He hasn't fired anybody. The only person that he's fired is the IRS chief, and then they ended up replacing him with somebody who was there over that same period of time.
No,
so there hasn't been any kind of decisive.
The operator in Alabama too. She lost her job.
But Richard, what about that? I mean, do you think that the president is using the most effective style as he goes through these from crisis to crisis? Some people are saying that he's reactive, but he's not proactive.
Well, I beg to differ on that. I think what we saw from this president during the Syria crisis is just that, a president that was proactive. He said, we're going to lead from the front, and how we're going to do it is I'm going to work with people on the Hill to solve this problem and get to the bottom of it. And I think, like Jonathan said, we know this president's a good leader. We know he's capable because he saw him run two very successful campaigns.
So, Richard,
he appears to be more interested in preserving his own political power than in actually governing. That's the issue here. And as for Syria, the only person who was really leading in Syria was Vladimir Putin, which was really a terrible crisis in leadership in the country.
That's not true. What we've seen from this president is this president upheld the Constitution, and he worked with people on the Hill to make sure they came to a solution. This president has led on numerous occasions.
Richard,
not only
specific question,
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Richard, you're saying you're okay with the style?
I think what we need to see from this president is to come out more and talk to the American people about how upset he is that these things are going wrong in this White House.
I think you need to do more than tell people about how upset you are. I mean, you have to start doing
fiery indignation
in Chapter 2. Jonathan, Richard, thank you to both of you.
Thanks,
Appreciate it.